Good morning to everyone. In the previous classes, we discussed the grammar topics, tenses and active and passive voice. Now in today's class, we are going to learn about prepositions. Okay? So first, what is the definition of preposition? Prepositions are words that link noun, pronoun or noun phrase to some other part of the sentence. It means preposition is a noun, pronoun or any noun phrase, means particularly we can say that as a subject phrase which is in a relation with the other part of a sentence. See next, there is no definite rule or formula for choosing a preposition. You cannot follow any pattern or any rule for choosing a particular preposition. See, there are several prepositions in English grammar which are, there are so many prepositions that everyone knows: on, at, in, of, for, by, with, over and to. I have mentioned some of the prepositions, there are so many. Okay? Next. Now, look at the first preposition that which we are going to discuss. Preposition on. See, I have given here the uses along with the example which is related to the particular use. So, first preposition on is used to express a surface of something. Here, surface of something means, if you look at this example, you will understand clearly. See, the keys were on the table. And next, second example, the paper is on my desk. See, if you read this point again, use it to express a surface of something. Use it to express a surface of something means, for example, any object or anything which is on the surface of another thing. Okay, it means if it is touching the other surface, and now see here, this is my hand and this is a duster. I am placing this duster on my hand. It means this duster is placed on the surface of some other thing. Okay, at this type of situation we use the preposition on. Look at these examples once again. The keys were on the table, means keys were kept on the table. Okay. Next, second example, the paper is on my desk. Okay. Next, look at the second use. It is used to specify days and dates. Everyone knows this use. We always use on before a particular date or day. So it means, look at the example now. Her birthday is on July 19th. And one more example, he is coming on Friday. These type of sentences, if you see, before days or dates, we use the preposition on. Okay. Next, third one, it is used to indicate a device or machine, such as a phone or computer. Look at these examples. He is on the phone right now. When we are indicating any machine or any gadget, electronic device, we use the preposition on before the machine or electronic device. One more example I can say here, that I am working on computer. See, computer is a device and we use preposition on before the device. So remember this point. Next, use it to indicate a part of a body. On is also used to indicate a part of a body. Part of a body means, look at this example, he kissed her on the forehead. Forehead is a part of a body. Yes sir? Next, let us take one more example, like the snake bit me on my leg. So, when we use to indicate parts of a body, we use the preposition on. Next, preposition on is also used to indicate the state of something. State of something means, if you look at these examples, then I can explain by using these examples. Look at them. The building is on fire. What is the state of this noun phrase in the sentence? It is on fire. So, when we use to indicate a state of something or what is going on with the noun phrase at the present moment, we use the preposition on. So, look at the second example. The shirts are on sale. So, the shirts are the particular state of these noun phrases, they are on sale. So for this type of preposition, sorry, for this type of sentences we use in this type of situations preposition on. Next, second preposition, second type is at. So preposition at, the first use, it is used to point out a specific time. See, look at this word specific. So when there is a specific time mentioned, then we use the preposition at. So once we go through the examples now, the meeting is at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. is the exact time, yes or no? It is an exact time. So it is a specified time. When these type of specified times, if you see sentences, so you need to put the preposition at. Look at this second example also. The bus will come at 5:30. So when there is a time mentioned and if it is specific, we use the preposition at. Next, it is also used, means at is also used to indicate a place. See, at is also used to indicate a place, but in a sentence, if there are two places, mentioned, then before the bigger place, you need to use the preposition in, and before the smaller place, means when compared to another place, if it is smaller, then we use the preposition at. See, look at this example now. There is a concert at the park in Gandhinagar. So Gandhinagar is bigger than the park. That is why before the smaller place we use the preposition at. So second example now. We saw a baseball game at this stadium. Okay. Next, the last use of preposition at. It is also used to indicate an activity. What is an activity? Activity means anything which you do daily or which you have any, like we can say that which you have any talent in that. Okay, look at these examples now. I am very bad at dancing. Dancing is an activity and you are very bad in it. Okay, so you are very bad at it. See, before an activity you need to use the preposition at. One more example, I am very good at maths. Okay, she is very good at biology, like that. Next, this second example also, he laughed at my acting. Acting is an activity, so before an activity we use the preposition at. Next, preposition in. Preposition in is used for unspecific times. See, in preposition at, we read one point that preposition it is used for specific times. Here the preposition it is used for unspecific times during a day, month, season or year. Okay, otherwise a part of a day also included. Part of a day means in the morning, means morning, evening, afternoon. But remember, when if it is night, we use the preposition at before night. Okay, that is important. For morning, afternoon and evening, we use the preposition in before these three times. But before night, we must use at. Okay, next. Look at these examples now. We will visit them in the summer. Summer is an unspecific time. Why? Because summer consists of 4 months. So here we will visit them in the summer. It may be of first month, it may be in second month, or it may be in third month. We don't know that. Means the time is not specified particularly. So we use the preposition in before it. Next, the new session starts in March. So March consists of 31 days. Whether it may start on first day or last day or middle of the March, we don't know that. So here the time is unspecified. That is why we use the preposition in for unspecified times according to this point. Okay. Next one, preposition in is used to indicate a location or place. Just when we are discussing about the preposition at, here this point already has come. Yes or no? So when the place is smaller, then we use the preposition at. When place is bigger, then we use the preposition in. Look at this example. I bought these shoes in Italy. So Italy is the bigger place. That is why we use the preposition in. Next, third point. It is used to indicate a shape, color or size. Shape, color or size. So when there in a sentence when there is a shape or any color or size before that particular word we use the preposition in. So if you look at these examples then you will understand. I bought a sweater in red. So you bought a sweater and which is in red color. Okay, which is red in color. Next, second one, the student sat in a circle. Circle is a shape and before this word we use the preposition in. Next, preposition in is also used to indicate a belief, opinion, interest or feeling. Belief, opinion, interest or feeling means, see, I believe in God. This is a particular sentence which tells you about one person's or anyone's belief, yes or no? So, with this type of sentences, if you see, use the preposition in. Next, I am not interested in cooking. So, this is an interest. So, according to this point, we use the preposition in before this type of sentences. Okay, this type of words. Next, preposition of. So, preposition of is used for belonging to, relating to or connected with. See, belonging to, relating to or connected with means which is, for example, in a sentence there are two words or two parts are there and when one part is connected to another part then we use the preposition of. How? If you see the examples you will understand. See, the highlight of the show is at the end. Highlight of the show means highlight is belonging to this show, yes or no? Highlight belongs to the show. So when we need to join these two, when we need to mention these two words, then we use the preposition of. Next, the first page of the book is missing. First page belongs to this book, yes or no? So we use the preposition of. Next, preposition of is used to indicate a reference. Reference means, okay, see the examples now. This is a picture of my family. It means picture is referred to your family, yes or no? So this is the reference of your family. This thing is referred to this another thing. So this is a picture of my family and picture is referred to whom? It is referred to your family. So when this type of sentences come, we use the preposition of. Next, I got married in the spring of 2000. 2000 is a year and spring is referred to this year. So we use the preposition of. Next, used to indicate an amount or number. I think this use means familiar. It means everyone knows this use. Look at these examples. I drank 3 cups of milk. Everyone can say here it is of because according to this point 3 cups is a number or amount. For example, bring me a glass of water. Glass of water. Here glass is referred to means an amount. So when there is an indication of any amount or number we use the preposition of. Second example, I got 8 hours of sleep last night. 8 hours is a number or we can say that as amount. So to indicate an amount or number we use the preposition of. Is it clear? Next, preposition to. Preposition to is used to indicate the place, person or thing that someone or something moves towards. Everyone knows, for example, if you say something like this, I will say one example. I am going to. We can say that here after going to is a preposition which refers the movement. Okay, to somewhere Jaipur or something like this. See, look at this example. She was sent to the principal's office. See, she was sent to the principal's office. It is indicate here she means it is a person and indicates that someone or something moves towards. See here, she was sent means she was moving towards the principal's office. Next, I emailed the document to my boss. Means these documents moves towards his boss emails. So when there is a movement which indicates means a movement which is done by a person, place or thing, then we use the preposition to. According to part 1. Next, used to indicate a limit or an ending point. Limit or ending point means, see the examples. Gas prices increased up to 78. Here 78 is the highest limit. It is an ending point. So when we are mentioning the limit or ending point, we use the preposition to. See 78 rupees means it is the ending limit. Okay? It is an ending point, that is why we use the preposition to. Next, the snow was piled up to the roof. Piled up to the roof. Here roof is an ending point. So when if it is an indication of any limit or an ending point, we use the preposition to. Next, preposition to is also used to indicate a relationship. A relationship means, see the examples. The answers to the test are on the next page. See, answers are related to the test. So there is a relationship between these two words, answers and test. So when we need to indicate the relationship, we use the preposition to. Next example, my answer to your question is in this envelope. See here, my answer as well as your question has a relationship. Okay. Next, use it to indicate a time or a period. Use it to indicate a time or a period. See, I work 9 to 6 Monday to Friday. Here 9 to 6 Monday to Friday means it is certain duration or certain period. So when we use to indicate a time or duration, we use the preposition to. And what about this time? Time means if I ask someone what is the time now, he will say it is now 10 to 5. Here 2 is used, yes or no? So when we are saying time, otherwise when we are indicating a time, we use the preposition to. Next preposition is for. So preposition for is used to indicate the use of something. Use of something means what is the reason behind it, what is the purpose of it. See the examples. These gifts are for your children. What is the use of these gifts? These are for your children to play. So when we are indicating a use between two words, we use the preposition for. Next, this room is for conferences and meetings. What is the use of this room? It is for conferences and meetings. So when we say the use of something, we use the preposition for. Next, use it to mean because of. So this is a little bit similar to the first point. See the examples. I am so happy for you. Means you have done something and something has happened to you, that is why I am very happy. So because of something is happened to you, I am happy. So this sentence indicates the because of meaning. Next, look at this second example. You will understand clearly this point by reading the second example. See, he is retiring for medical reasons. What is the reason behind his retirement? It is because of medical reasons. So because of medical reasons. Next, last use, for is also used to indicate time or duration. Listen carefully before explaining this point. There is one more point which is very important in for the preposition for. See, for is used mostly in perfect continuous sentences. Okay, perfect continuous type of sentences. And for is used for, we can say that it is a duration of time or period of time. Okay, period of time means, let us say that I have been living here for 1 year. See, for 1 year, here 1 year mentions the period of time, it is certain duration, not an exact point of time. And since is used for point of time. So what is the difference between for and since? For is used for period of time and since is used for point of time. Point of time means the same sentence I can say by using since. See here, listen carefully that I have been living here since 2019. Okay, 2019 is a point of time. It is a certain exact time. So that is why we use the preposition since. And if it is a period of time, for example, I have been explaining this class for 20 minutes. 20 minutes is a period of time. I can say the same example by using since also. I have been explaining this class since 12 o'clock. So 12 o'clock is a point of time. Yes sir. So that is the difference between for and since. Next preposition, sorry. Here look at these examples. I have lived in this house for 12 years. So 12 years is a certain period, that is why we use the preposition for. For example, here in place of 12 years, if 2012 is there, then we must use the preposition since here instead of for. Because when there is a point of time, we use the preposition since, and when there is certain period or duration, then we use the preposition for. Next, I have enough food for a week. Week is not an exact specified time. It is a certain period, or we can say the duration of time. So here we use the preposition for. Next, look at the next preposition, that is with. Preposition with is used to indicate being together or being involved. For example, when two things are there, if these two things are being together, then we use the preposition with. Means when we want to connect them together, we use the preposition with. See the example. I ordered a sandwich with a drink. It means sandwich is going to mix with a drink. Means these two are together. Yes sir. So I ordered a sandwich with a drink. When we are going to mix them together, we use the preposition with. Sandwich with and drink. We cannot say that sandwich for a drink, otherwise sandwich in a drink, like that. That is wrong. Next, I am working with a lawyer. Means I am working with a lawyer, and it means lawyer is involved with me. Okay. If these type of sentences are there, we use the preposition with. See, to indicate being together or being involved. Next use, it is used to indicate having. Having means, if you see the examples, you will be very clear. See, are you the one with the sports car? Means if you have a sports car, you can say that having means if a particular thing, if you have, then are you one with a sports car? Means do you have a sports car? In the same way, I met a guy with green eyes. Green eyes means this person has green eyes. So when there is a having, when there is a person or thing has something, then we use the preposition with in this way. Yes? Next, preposition with is used to indicate using. Using means he cut my hair with his scissors. So we make sentences most frequently by using preposition with, like this one. Okay, these type of sentences we make by using preposition with. So this point is very easy and everyone knows, most of the students know this point. He cut my hair with his scissors means by using scissors he cut my hair. So when we are using something, then we use the preposition with. Next example, she took pictures with a digital camera. So by using digital camera, she took the pictures. Next, used to indicate a feeling. Feeling means I am emailing you with my sincere apology. It means Here sincere apology is his feeling. So when we are indicating a feeling, then we use the preposition with. Look at the second example. He came to the front stage with confidence. What is his feeling at this moment? He is very confident. So when we use to indicate feeling, we use the preposition with. Next, use it to indicate agreement or understanding. For a particular agreement or understanding, we use the preposition with. Do you agree with me? It means there is an agreement between these two persons. So we use the preposition with. And are you with me on this? It means you are going to stay with me only, right? So when there is an agreement or understanding between two things or two persons, we use the preposition with. Next, preposition by. Preposition by is used to indicate proximity or location. Proximity or location means when some person or something is besides to another person or another thing. Means those two things are nearer to each other. In this type of situation, we use the preposition by. How means, see, he was standing by me. It means either he is nearer to me or he is beside me. Okay, he besides me, like this. He was standing by me. Next, the post office is by the bank. We listen these type of sentences often. So the post office is by the bank. It means post office is either besides the bank or some particular nearer to the bank. Next use, by is also used to indicate a person or person that does something. What this point refers to means indirectly by is used in passive voice. When there is a sentence and if we are converting into passive voice, then we use the preposition by. When doer is doing something, so we use preposition by. Look at this example. The refrigerator was fixed by a repair man. Repair man. It means something has done by some person. So when there is a passive voice sentence, we use the preposition by. Next, sweets were brought in by our boss. So here, who brought the sweets? Our boss. Means work was done by someone. So to indicate these type of situations, we use preposition by. Next, by is used to indicate an action with a particular purpose. Action with a particular purpose means she passed, see this example, she passed the test by studying all night. It means she has done one action. What is that? Studying all night. For a particular purpose. What is that purpose? She passed the test. Means to pass the test, she has done one action. What was that action? Studying all night. So when we use to indicate an action by an action with a particular purpose. So the purpose is to pass the test and action is done what was that? Studying all night. So when this type of situation, we use the preposition by. Look at the second example also. I explained my reasons by writing her a letter. See, what is the purpose? Explaining the reasons. What is an action? Writing a letter. So in this type of situations, we use the preposition by. The last one of preposition by. It is also used to indicate a mean, method or transportation. Everyone knows this. Please respond by email. It is a method of any action. For example, responding is an action, and by which method he is responding here? By email. And they came by boat. Usually, while we are saying something to mention a method of transportation, we use the preposition by. How means, for example, I go to school by walk, and he comes to school by bicycle, and our principal sir comes to school by car. So when there is a mean of transportation, we use the preposition by. Is that clear? Next, there are some prepositional phrases I have given here. These are just most frequently used preposition phrases before this object. Blindly, it means most of the times, not always, but most of the times we use the preposition that I have given here before these objects. Okay, once have a look at them. On the desk, on the phone, at the park, at the stadium, in the morning. I told you this when I was explaining preposition in. So for night we use at, for morning, afternoon and evening we use in. So in the car, and of the book, of my family, to the teacher, to the roof, for your birthday, like this. Okay, there are so many examples. These are just most frequently used prepositions before these objects. That is why I mentioned here. Next, there are some practice questions also I have given. Just let us practice now. The directions are given. Here it is quiz 1. The directions are: fill in the blanks with either in, on or at. First one, look at the questions. I am reading them. Try to answer them. Okay? If you know, just answer. We are getting married, dash Italy. So there is one point, before place we use the preposition. It is a bigger place, so we use in. What is the answer here? We are getting married in Italy. Next, our school play is dash my birthday. Before days or dates, we use the preposition on. So your answer is correct. Our school play is on my birthday. Next, the reception is at 5 p.m. because there is a specific time mentioned. That is why we use the preposition at before the specific time. I exercise at the gym. So this is a place which is smaller, so we use the preposition at. She is good. This is an activity. So there is one point when we were explaining the preposition at. So before an activity we use at here. Okay. She is good at playing chess. Next, I live on the top floor. Means top floor is here and on the top floor. Okay. To refer surface here. Next, we waited for them in the lobby. Lobby is a place. Okay. So we use the preposition in. He keeps looking at me. See, this is one type of sentence. Like we can call these type of words are called phrases. Okay, give up, look at, look after. Okay, these type of phrases are there. We will discuss the phrases in the forthcoming classes. Okay. Next, she gave me a tap on my shoulder. See, shoulder is a part of a body. So before parts of body we use the preposition on. Next, second quiz. Directions are given. Fill in the blanks with either at, in or on. Look at the questions now. My dog is sleeping dash my bed. My dog is sleeping on my bed. Next, her birthday is, see, May. May means the specific time is not there. In May, it may be either of the dates. We don't know the exact date. So we use the preposition in here. His birthday is on May 21st. We cannot say here in because the perfect time is there. Means specified time is mentioned here. So on May 21st. Here don't confuse. Here in because the specific time is not there. It is unspecified. Next, let's meet dash 11 o'clock. Yeah, correct answer. Let's meet at 11 o'clock. Next, there is a concert at this stadium. Next, I forget my phone dash work at work. Next, my son likes to sit on the floor. Next, my wife is waiting in the car. See, there are prepositional phrases I have given. So mostly from those phrases only this. Oh, just a minute, there is some confusion. Okay. See here, prepositional phrases at the park, at the stadium, in the car. So these are just important prepositional phrases. Next, look at the quiz number 3. Fill in the blanks with either for, of, or to. So there are different prepositions given for, of, or to. First one, that box is dash toys. So when there is a purpose or any use is there, we use the preposition for. Okay? That box is for toys. Next, he got a perfect score dash 5 on his exam. Here it is a reference, or we can say that it is related to, belonging to. So we use the preposition of. He got a perfect score of 5 on his exam. Okay. Next, the package was sent. See, there is a movement. So we use the preposition to. The package was sent to the wrong city. Next, may I have always dash water, please. May I have, sorry, here the word is given wrong. It is mistyped. See, may I have a glass of water? Here it is not always, it is a glass of water. May I have a glass of water, please. Next, the memo was emailed to all employees. She got angry for no reason. So when there is because of or any purpose use, we use the preposition for. Do you have enough food for everyone? He has a picture of his family on his desk. Why of here? Because these two are related to each other. Picture is referred to his family. So we use the preposition of. Next, please don't talk to me right now. Most of the students make here mistake that everyone use after talk with. That is wrong. So when the verb talk is there, you must use to after talk. Okay? We can say that talk to him or talk to me, talk to them. We cannot say talk with them, talk with me. Okay, that is wrong. Just remember. Next, last quiz, that is quiz number 4. Fill in the blanks with either for, of, or to. Same prepositions are there, but different questions. Just try to answer them. The best part, dash the show was the ending. So it is correct. The best part of the show was the ending. Next, I will go dash work after I eat breakfast. Very good. I will go to work. Next, it is too cold dash swim. Here I want to mention one more thing. Here, when in place of swimming, swim is there. It is too cold dash swim. Only swim is there. Then we use the preposition to here, because 2 plus V1 makes a gerund. And when here already in is there, means we can call this as gerund or present participle. So we use here preposition for. Remember this? So it is too cold for swimming. Next, this gift is dash you. This gift is for you. Next, I have lived here dash more than 10 years. So very good. I have lived here for more than 10 years. Next, the store is open from 9 in the morning to 6 at the night. Here, if you observe clearly, it is at before night. Here in before morning. So this is a difference between morning, afternoon, evening and at. Sorry, night. Next, I bought 3 bottles dash water. It is amount or number, so we use the preposition of. Next, she sent the letter dash the wrong address. She sent the letter to the wrong address. Okay, it is enough for today. tomorrow we'll discuss the different type of prepositions as well as quizzes also. Okay, until then keep practicing, and if you have any doubt just mention